New York City municipal employees marched across the Brooklyn Bridge against the COVID vaccine mandate. The protest was set to end in front of City Hall on the Manhattan side of the bridge and was billed as an anti-mandate protest on behalf of nearly 50,000 NYC employees who have yet to be vaccinated. Thousands of demonstrators poured over the Brooklyn Bridge, from police officers to firefighters to sanitation workers, paramedics and public school teachers. Some were vaccinated, some were not. All of them were opposed to mandated vaccinations for municipal workers in New York City. Protesters said they're determined to defy the city's vaccination mandate requiring that anyone who receives a paycheck from the city show proof of vaccination by 5 p.m. Friday or be placed on unpaid leave. It applies to nearly 50,000 workers. Aaron Barzilay is one of them. The president of the city's EMS union says half his workforce is unvaccinated. All our members were exposed to this disease, and we developed our natural immunity, Barzilay said. If we have the natural antibodies in our body, is it necessary to really inject something else into our body? When it's still early. It's only 10 months into it, the vaccination process. Some, like Barzilay, insist the vaccination is unnecessary despite what most experts claim. Others simply don't trust it. Also had a vaccine we all got as little kids called the polio vaccine, and you know what? I never got polio, DSNY worker Joseph Reichling said. But I know people who have been vaccinated and gotten coronavirus. Mayoral candidate Curtis Sliwa was at the protest and said he is opposed to the mandates. I think especially these draconian measures that all civil servants have to be vaccinated or they get fired. We already don't have enough cops, we don't have enough correction officers, we don't have enough healthcare workers, we don't have enough teachers, Sliwa told Eyewitness News. So, who's getting hurt by all of us? Obviously, students, citizens, people who need services. Stop this nonsense, and the mandate. NYC workers march across Brooklyn Bridge in protest of COVID vaccine mandate. New York City Police Union files lawsuit to block vaccine mandate. New York City's police union filed a lawsuit on Monday against a vaccine mandate for municipal workers ordered last week by Mayor Bill de Blasio. The mayor on Wednesday ordered all city employees to show proof of inoculation against COVID-19 or be placed on unpaid leave. The Police Benevolent Association of the City of New York said on Twitter that it had filed a suit in the state Supreme Court. It asked the court for a temporary restraining order to halt the mandate while the suit remains pending. The union added on Twitter that there was still no written NYPD-specific policy guidance on how the mandate will be implemented. The mayor set a deadline of 5 p.m. this coming Friday for employees to show proof of inoculation to a supervisor. Over 70% of all 160,000 New York City workers, including a similar percentage in the police department, have already received at least one dose, the mayor said. Patrick Lynch, president of the Police Benevolent Association representing the city's 50,000 active and retired officers, said they should have the opportunity to choose whether to get the vaccine. De Blasio cited overtime and redeployments as contingency plans should a large contingent of those officers and other unvaccinated city workers refuse to comply with the mandate. Municipalities, school districts and other jurisdictions throughout the country are grappling with masking and vaccination requirements. The number of new COVID-19 cases has steadily declined in the United States since a surge caused by the Delta variant of the virus during the summer. De Blasio had said employees will no longer have the option to be regularly tested instead of getting the vaccine, but added the city will still grant medical and religious exemptions.